What's up guys? I've got the new Corksport hood light brackets and the rigid floodlights here that we're going to be doing an unboxing and installation here for you guys. So follow along with me to see what's inside the box here and get into some of the instructions here in just a sec. Alright, so in the Corksport box here, you're going to get two of these mounting brackets, super well made with like kind of a matte finish, almost the same texture as like the inside liner of like a pickup box. But they don't look like they're gonna rust or anything. These are gonna go on the inside of your hood anyways too. So we'll look at those in just a moment. All right, now this next one is the D-Series rigid lights here. You don't have to order these from Corksport's website. They do just sell the brackets by themselves, but I just went ahead and ordered them off their website. So inside here, you're gonna get two of these lights here with all the harnesses and the mounts and everything that you need, all the electrical. They look pretty good though, and they honestly are a lot heavier than I thought, so they're very good quality for the price you're paying. You're also going to need two sets of instructions here. Corksport does not actually print off the instructions and give them to you anymore, so I went ahead and just printed these off for myself. You can also just view them online if you want to do that. You also are going to need these rigid light instructions here, just how to piece those lights together, and it kind of shows you how to do the wiring and whatnot too. So, but just go ahead and follow me in the video here, and I'm going to show you how to do all of this here in just a moment. But before we get into the installation here, if you're enjoying the content that I'm creating on this channel here and you want to support me, go on over to my Sticker Mule website and buy some stickers here. They only make high quality stickers that will stand up to the test of time and weather. If you like this content, you want to support me again, head on over to stickermule.com/overlandmazda. Thank you for the support. All right, so we're gonna take our mounts and we're gonna take out these two screws, these two bolts here that are holding the hood in place. And these mounts are gonna go right there where the hood is. So they're gonna go like right onto where those bolts are, holding the hood down. So this mounting bracket is gonna go right here, and we're just gonna screw it right on top, just right over the top of it, just like that. All right, so you can see it's just fastened on there very lightly. That screw is not tight on there yet. So this is where a second person would come in handy, so that somebody can hold the hood while you undo this second screw right here. That way we can then just move this into place and tighten both of those down at the same time. I've also put this cloth in between the vehicle and this piece here so that it doesn't rub up and scratch the side of the vehicle either. So just to protect that paint. You'll also want to be careful while you're doing this that you don't let the hood slide and definitely not hit your glass. So just be careful with that as well. All right, now that those are all in there, you're gonna wanna probably take some time here to slowly close your hood and make sure that nothing's rubbing or touching kind of weird. Hopefully the hood doesn't move too much in that process, but just wanna be careful so that when you move it down, it doesn't like end up smashing the glass or anything too. So we're gonna take a second now and slowly close the hood just to double check our work here. All right, here's what those should look like then. So they are, as you can see, they weren't touching the glass or anything. So they look like they're in the right place. We're gonna have to double check that again though when we attach those rigid lights onto those brackets as well. All right, now that we got those brackets on, we can move on to the lights here. So you have to do a little bit of prep before you get the lights actually going. So we're gonna put some of the screws in here and just get them ready to tighten as we start mounting that to the hood, to those brackets. Everything you need is gonna be in this little bag here. I've already opened it and gotten one of them installed. But there are also these directions that come with it. So I just followed all those directions there. It tells you all about the wires and the harnesses that come with it too for the mounting and how those work. But yeah, so it shows you kind of how to prep that light here in this little diagram for the D series light. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the light and we're gonna put this bracket inside here, like so. You can kind of adjust that as you want later here too. Followed by putting this screw inside of the light there as well. You're also gonna at the same time, there's like a little gap right there where you're gonna have to put one of these small nuts right there. You have to put that inside there actually first before that screw gets in there. And then start to fasten it like so to kind of get that before you actually tighten it while it's on the vehicle. All right, now that I've gotten both of those screws and both of those nuts kind of pre-placed, now we can get this all ready to go for mounting it on the vehicle. All right, so I've got my light with that screw ready to go. All I'm gonna do here is I'm going to put this washer on here first, and I'm gonna set it into that mounting bracket and kind of hold it in place right there. We can take our next washer here and we'll put that underneath, and then also put that bolt underneath to kind of begin to hold it in place. All right, now that that light's just kind of fastened in place, it's still loose right now, okay? So be careful not to let it fall and dent your hood. Actually, Corksport would prefer that you kind of tape off this section of the hood here first too, as you're doing it. So get some painter's tape and do that. I'm just being very careful as I go about this so this doesn't fall and hit my hood or anything and scratch it up. As far as tightening this though goes, I found that this half-size socket here worked for that bottom nut there. And then you're gonna wanna use a 3/16 Allen wrench to tighten these screws on the side. So I'm gonna angle this here first before I do that bottom screw. There we go. So now I got it somewhat angled. I'm not gonna fasten that second one yet, but now that I've got it held in place there, I'm going to tighten down that bottom screw with this half-size socket here. And there you have it. You'll want to make sure that you angle these as you wish. I live in a more rural area that I want to be able to see the ditch if there's any deer jumping out or anything. So kind of angle those however you would like to do that. All right, before we do all of the wiring, you're going to want to remove the battery to start. All right, so taking the battery out here, you're gonna need to remove these connection points here and then remove the battery from it here and under here too. This is a 10 millimeter for all of these here. So just go ahead and remove all those and then we're gonna take the battery out. All right, once you've got the battery removed, you're also going to want to remove this here. There's a little switch here that you can pull and it'll just release. It does take a little bit of maneuvering a little bit, but it'll come loose. And then we're gonna be going back here for that little nub right there into the cabin of the vehicle to pull those wires through. So now we're on the interior of the car here. Sorry for the dirty mats, it just snowed here. And right back here, we're gonna have to remove this black rubber piece underneath here, right beyond all that blue felt there. You can kind of see the black rubber piece there with that hole in it. We're going to remove that to the side here so we can pull those wires through to the cabin of the vehicle here. Alright, this part here was not as easy as you think. So you have to pull all 3 cords through here and then also pull them through the cabin. I'll show you what that looks like here too. And then all 3 of those cords come through right down through there. You can see that. So it was definitely a 2-person job. Luckily I had my brother helping out. Would not have been able to feed those through and see those myself. So those are in the cabin of the car now. Here's what that switch looks like to turn on and off those lights. The big thing is making sure that you get the bronze switch connector there with the ground for that black wire, and the 2 red wires here are connected to the silver connection points here on that switch. I'm not going to show where to drill in here on the video because Corksport gives a couple different options. I was considering, since I had the Preferred Plus, I could drill in somewhere here because there's no wires or any electrical behind these here, or maybe even down here. But Corksport suggests that you drill in here, right by the cup holders, kind of in this area, right up here. So a couple different options there for you. All right, so I've got those wires fed through there into the cabin of the vehicle. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna plug these in here with the lights that we've already mounted onto the hood right there. So we're just gonna snap those right into place. Now we've got our grounding wires here so we can get power to those lights. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna attach those here to the battery. I'll show you which ones we attach those to. It won't be these 10 millimeters, but these are gonna be some 12 millimeter sockets here, some 12 millimeter nuts that we need to take off. So we're gonna take those off and then attach these accordingly to both the positive and the negative so we can get power to the lights. Last thing you're going to do here is you're going to tidy up those wires. So for that headlight there, I brought it around the bracket here and tucked it down here. And I plugged it in and just kind of tucked it off to the side down here. And then I took the wire, connecting it all to the battery, and I strung it up down here. You had some of these plastic tabs here, fasteners that I removed. And I brought that all the way over here and bundled all this up, all this extra wire here by the battery. Same thing on this side here as well. Brought that cord right down and around. Should look just like that. Alright, hopefully that video helped you guys out there. If you guys have any more questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments down below and I'll try to get back to you. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this here too. And give me some ideas maybe down in the comments too of what you'd like to see next. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one then.